Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I'm back. My name is Kichi Kim, and the name of my channel is Filipina KK. And for today's video, um, you know, I have nothing against the old people, the old foreigners. But especially here in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, some foreigners, when the Filipina, um, their age is already 45 years old, and or let's say more than 40 years old, okay? And then some of them, they calling the more than 40 years old Filipinas an old Filipina. But they don't even realize that their age is older than the Filipinas. Like, you know, their age is already 60, 60 plus years old, 70 years old, 75 years old, but they're calling the more than 40 years old Filipinas. Come on. They should even, they don't even realize that their age is older than those Filipinas that they're calling, um, that for them, I mean, they are old. Like they are 42 years old, 43, 44, 45. Let's say until 48 years old. Okay, but those foreigners, okay, those foreigners, I feel like they're insulting. They are insulting the Filipinas who are already in more than 40 years old. But they don't even, as I said, they don't even realize that their age is already 60 years old, 63, 65, until 75 years old, right? That's an insult. That's an insult to those Filipinas that they reach that age already, and then they're calling them um, all Filipinas, and before they calling the Filipinas all, they should think first their age. So let's say if their age is in 30s or 40 years old, and then the Filipina is already 45 and above, then maybe it's okay that they can call the Filipinas old. But if your age, especially to those foreigners who can watch my video, saying that, you know, the Filipinas age 40 plus years old is already old. Come on, guys. Um, think of your age first, okay? Look at your age first compared to the Filipinas, okay? Because Sis Yangi, hello Sis Yangi, good morning. Thank you so much for visiting my live stream. How are you? Maraming salamat sis. May mga foreigners kasi, as I said, I respect all people. I respect all foreigners. But here in Mactan, Newtown, Lapu-Lapu City, so many foreigners living here. And they are already, they are already in, let's say, senior citizen. Okay, they already age 60, more than 60 years old, more than 70 years old. But although not all aged foreigners or young at heart foreigners, recalling the Filipinas who already in more than 40 years old, not all calling them old, but some of foreigners, and they don't even realize that their age is already in senior citizen. Like, senior citizens, like 60 plus years old, 70 plus years old. And for me, it's an insult, it's an insult. And also, what else? That's rude, okay? You're showing disrespectful to those Filipinas, okay? And also they don't even realize also they like they like young Filipinas, okay? Uh, like young Filipina girlfriends, young Filipina partners, or future wife. And if they have brain, right? Okay, I'm just being frank and real here, honest. I have nothing against the old foreigners. This video is only to those foreigners who are, disrespectful, especially to those Filipinos who are already in more than 40 years old. Yeah. And just show some respect, guys. Just show some respect, okay? And if you don't like their age, then you don't need to say, you don't need to say or to call them they are old, okay? Especially if your age is older than them, okay? Especially if, you know, let's say they are only 42, 44, 46 years old, or 48, and your age is already 60 or 60 plus years old. Come on. Think of your age first before you can say that uh, the Filipinas, are old, right? Look at your age first. Compare your age first, okay? And then if your age is, younger than their age, so maybe it's okay that you can call them old, okay? Even it's not really okay, but, at least you have an excuse why you call them old, but why you calling them old. But if your age, once again, is 60 or more than 60 years old, or more than 70 years old, then you don't have the right calling those Filipinas old. Okay? You're hurting other people's feelings. You're hurting other Filipinos' feelings. Okay? I will not mention their names, but one of them is my a friend. Okay, he's from the U.S. and he did not really tell me. He did not tell me about that. Okay, about when he said, "Oh, she's old." He told that to our other friends. Okay, so and his age is already 63, guys. Compared in my age, well, it's really older than me. Funny, but those small foreigners, to those foreigners who are already in senior citizens, okay, please show some respect to those Filipinas who are already in their let's say more than 40 years old, okay? Especially if your age is so old, okay? Compared to their age, okay? I'm just being honest here. I'm just being real here, okay? So I have nothing. So once again, I have nothing against the old people, the old foreigners. But please, okay, stop calling. You know, you should stop calling those Filipinos who are already in more than 40 years old, and then your age is already in senior age, like you are already senior citizens, okay? 60 years old, 60 plus years old, 70 plus years old. So then you you don't have the right to call them old if your age is so old, so old than their age, okay? Hi, friend Gus. Thank you, friend Gus, for dropping by once again. I'm good, thank you. How about you? How's your How's your day? How's your evening? And how's your dinner? Okay. I open up this kind, I open up this kind of topic because, realize that their age are already in senior age or senior citizens age. Okay. And I just want to clarify once again, I have nothing against all people, all foreigners. I love all people. I respect all people. But how can I respect you if you don't know how to respect me? If you don't know how to respect the other Filipinas who already, let's say, who are already in more than 40 years old. Okay? And you don't need, you don't need to call them, you don't need to say or to call them old. Okay? Especially if your age is already in 60 years old or more than 60 years old or 70 plus years old, okay? Think first, okay? Before you're calling anyone or any Filipinas who are already in their more than 40 years old, before you're calling them old, look at your age first. Compare your age first to them because shame on you. Shame on you if you say that, and then your age is you are already uh, older than them, right? I'm talking the reality here, okay? Because some old foreigners, they don't even realize that they're, what they did or what they say is can hurt, other Filipinas' feelings. And about me, maybe some of you knows already, but here in my YouTube channel, I always met new friends. So I repeat, why I reach my age right now, and I'm still single. I am never married because I'm one of the breadwinner in our family. My sister and I, she's a high school teacher in a private school. And although our dad was born rich, but when he was still alive and when we were still young, he's a gambler and alcoholic. So we're living like a hell. That's why after college, my sister and I, after college, we started working so that we can support our parents, okay? Excuse me, which is that's part of Filipino culture. I'm fine, thank you. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. I show respect to everyone. Yes, guys. I know. You're a good, you're a good friend. You're a good foreigner. But I'm only, I only, what's this? Doing this kind of content, this kind of videos to those foreigners who can watch my video about, especially if they have that kind of attitude or behavior, like, rude or disrespectful. At least they can realize, okay? They can realize, I hope they can realize their mistakes, So it's funny sometimes, because, like, I forgot, his name is Paul, okay? His name is Paul, and he's from Canada, okay? And he live here in Mactan, Newtown, Lapu-Lapu city. And also one of the foreigner, he's my friend, but he's artificial. I will not mention his name because he's also subscribing to my channel. And yeah, he live also in Mactan, Newtown, and their age is already in, I think Paul, the Canadian man, he's already 65 or 66 years old, and then the letter R, okay? I'll say letter R. I will not mention his whole name, but okay, letter R. And it really hurts me because we're friends. And then he said that to our other friends. Um, he calling me old, but his age is older than me. He's already 63 years old. And compared to my age, I did not reach I did not reach 50 years old yet. And yeah, I'm 48, but okay, 48. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Oh, he's 15 years older than me, and he's calling me old. And also the man from Canada, he's already 65 years old and is calling me old. My goodness, what happened to the old foreigners? I did never said that all foreigners are like that, but some of foreigners, especially in Mactan, Newtown, my goodness, they don't even realize. They should compare my age or the other Filipinas' age first before they can call them old. Okay, all Filipinas. Okay, so if they thought that they are older than them, so they don't have the right calling those Filipinas an old Filipina, right? Am I correct, guys? Well, I hope they can realize that. We should realize that. Okay. As I said, I respect all people. I respect all foreigners. But how can I respect you if you don't know how to respect me, right? So, and if you don't know how to respect the other Filipinas who are already in more than 40 years old, okay? So, it's not acceptable calling those Filipinas old if your age is 15 years, 20 years, or 25 years older than them. Okay? And one more, okay? I will only include this here in my video. Most of foreigners right now, they are very picky. Okay? Um, they don't like to have like this all they want, okay, all they want is to have very young Filipinas, okay, young, and let's say um, 18 until 35 to 38 years old, okay, and their age, let's say their age is already 60 plus years old, 70 years old, 70 plus years old. Come on. I hope they should realize that here in the Philippines, especially in this generation, 95% or 98% of Filipinas will never ever wish to have an old boyfriends, old future husband or partner if you don't have money. If the old man has no money. If you have no money. Okay? So there's always money involved, okay? And then never regret, never blame the young Filipinas just in case your relationship with her didn't work out or doesn't work out because you have brain. Most of young Filipinas, they have changeable minds. Okay? Yes, for now, for a while, for the meantime, they cares for you, they loves you, but maybe sooner or later, or maybe someday, they will leave you. They're gonna left you. Okay? They will leave you. they're going to find someone else, same their age or closer to their age, or let's say they're just using you because of your money, because of what you have, and then you realize, oh, I'm going to complain to the police. I'm going to complain in rapid toll in action. Come on, don't be stupid. Don't be a fool. You have brain. Before you wishing to have a young Filipina girlfriend, so young Filipina, let's say, future wife, use your brain carefully first. Do a research. How many foreigners became victims of young Filipinas? Okay? Never only think about your private parts. Okay? I will not say it because it's very private, and some of my supporters here in my YouTube channel are kids. Okay? Sometimes 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. Okay? So never think only your letter D. Okay? Because what if later on you'll find out that your young Filipinas are just choosing you. Then you're gonna complain. You're going to rapid toll in action. Rapid toll he's a senator here in the Philippines. Okay, and he have a YouTube channel also, and he have millions and millions of subscribers in YouTube and in Facebook, and also in Instagram, and what else? Twitter, I think they have, and he have also in TikTok. And in Manila, he have a channel complaining, asking a help from rapid toll in action because they became victims of bad Filipinas. But if they are not stupid, if they are not a fool, they will never ever become a victim. Okay, I'm just being honest, straightforward, frank here. Okay, that's why to those old foreigners, don't be too picky. Okay. Well, don't be too picky or choosy when it comes of finding a Filipinas. Okay? Because in this generation, especially those Filipinos living in the cities, living here in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu City, Manila, and other parts, and other cities here in the Philippines, 95 to 98% of young Filipinas, they're only wishing to have a foreigner boyfriends, foreigner husbands, because of money's sake. Okay? So I hope those foreigners who are very picky, choosy, who can watch my videos right now, come on, think of it. Okay? There's no regret at first. The regrets comes after. Okay? After you became victims of bad young Filipinas. It's better to find a young, it's better to find a Filipinas living in Negros Occidental, any places in Negros Occidental, because you can still find many good Filipinas living here in Lapu-Lapu City, living in Cebu City, and other cities. You know, like, a kind of Filipinas who are Bisaya. They speak Bisaya. Okay? Most. Okay? I don't care. I don't care if, I'll get bashed. If other people hates me because I'm telling the truth. I'm helping you guys, okay? I'm just helping you here, okay? So if you really want to have a Filipina girlfriend, so Filipina wife, it's better, my suggestion is, it's better to find a Filipinas living in Negros Occidental provinces. Okay, in any provinces in Negros Occidental, you can do a research in Google. Okay, and do a research also. So many foreigners who are became victims of bad Filipinas. Okay, so I'm helping here. So if and also no matter what, I keep telling this here in my channel, here in my videos. Never ever give everything. Never give whatever she wished for or whatever, because what if, because you give everything to them, what if you'll be broke soon or someday? Okay? What if they're just choosing you? And love relationship isn't about money, money, money. Buy me this, buy me that, I want this, I want that. That's a red flags. Okay? That's red flags. It means that Filipinas are just choosing you. So, you have brain here. Your brain is here in your head, not in your toes, not in your waistline, or not in your not your height. But why God put brain here in our head so that we can think carefully. Okay? Don't be a fool. Don't be stupid. Okay? Of course, no bad Filipinas will gonna tell you that they are bad. They're gonna tell you that their intentions is bad. Okay? So back to the topic, to the aged foreigners calling the more than 40-year-old Filipinas, or let's say a kind of Filipinas that are like 42, 43, 44, 45, until 48 years old, you're calling them old, but you are older than them. Come on, think, realize, guys. Don't be too proud because you have young Filipinas. Okay? 95, as I said, 95 to 98% of young Filipinas, especially in this generation, wishing to have an old foreigners because of money's sake, so that they can help their kids, their family, or they can support whatever they want. Okay? But if you're not choosy or picky, it's better to find the Filipinas closer to your age, because most of them, they'll really take care of you and loves you forever. Most. I never said 100%, but most, compared to the young Filipinas. Okay? Hi! Hi, friend Dave! Good morning and good evening there. Long time no see, but now see now. How's your day? How's your evening, friend Dave DH Train? Guys, please support, subscribe to the channel of my friend Dave DH Trains. And yes, and friend Edwin Sibi. Good morning from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, and good evening there. How are you? How's your day and night? And everyone here. And happy weekend, everyone. Happy weekend, and I hope you have a great, you can enjoy your weekend with your family or friends, or you can enjoy wherever your plans to relax or to enjoy your weekend. Yeah, and just be safe, guys. Take care always. God bless you. God bless you all and your family. And Kansas, oh yeah, 60s is the dead zone. Now, uh, friend Edwin CB, you know, age is just a number, okay? Age is just a number. But, sometimes, especially the foreigners, the Asian foreigners living here in the Philippines, some of them, especially, here in Lapu-Lapu, okay, in Mactan, New Town, Lapu-Lapu City, some of them, if they can met a kind of Filipinos who are already in more than 40 years old, not all foreigners living in here in Mactan, New Town like that, but some of them, they calling, oh, she's old. But they don't even realize that their age is older than them. Very old compared to those Filipinas. Okay? And yeah, it's funny, but sometimes, it's very irritating, right? Because they don't even realize that their age is already 60 years old or 65 years old, 63, 70 years old, 75. And then they're calling the Filipinos who are still more than 40 years old an old Filipinas. Woo! And, sometimes funny. Uh, but you can lie and say you have money. Yeah. Lying is not my nature, friend Edwin CB, I'm very honest. Okay, I don't wanna lie. Even my age or anything in my life because I hate liars also. So if I hate liars, I don't wanna lie also to any of you guys. To you friend and to anyone. Okay, because I want to live a happy and peaceful life. If you're honest, you can sleep good at night. If you're not hiding something from you, you can sleep good at night, friend. Eden CV. You shouldn't let children on your channel. Oh yeah. How can? Wait a minute. I'm sweating a lot. Okay, I'll be back. I need an electric one. Um. Yeah, but you cannot. I'm back. But friend Edwin CB, you cannot. I don't know how to remove the kids because sometimes I have a topics here in my videos where it's not allowed for kids or it's not good for kids. And I had I have kids supporters here. Some women are professional scammers. Beware. Yeah, you're right. That's right. That's right, friend Edwin CV. And they are exist. Not only here in the Philippines. They are everywhere. You know. Um, so they should be aware also. And also, those foreigners that they thought if they can give everything to their young Filipinas, those young Filipinas will never leave them or they'll take care or loves them forever. It's not true. Users are users. Gold diggers are gold diggers. Okay? It's better not to give anything or everything so that if ever those Filipinas can stay in your life, it means they really cares for you, they really loves you, right? Then to give everything, but still, they're just act like they cares, they loves you. They only cares for you, they only loves you because of what you have, because of your money, because of what you give to her or to them. Then after that, they're gonna leave you. Bye bye. They're gonna find someone else or leave you. So if you have Filipinas, it's better not to give everything. Okay? Because if they truly cares for you, if they truly loves you, they must be contented of what you can share to them. And also, it's not your their family, their kids, it's not your obligation. Even you are already married, it's not your obligation. Okay? Because especially you know, the other single moms, single mothers, they're gonna find a partner so that they can support their kids or their children. Do you think that you are their priority? Do you think they can love you? Of course, you're gonna act that they cares for you, they loves you, but in reality, why they're there with you, why they accept you because of your money, because of what you have, so that you can support their children or kids or their family. And that's the reality. I never said that 100% of Filipinas or single moms are like that, but in this generation, 95 to 98%. So be careful and don't be too picky. Don't be too choosy because, you know, uh, it's better to choose a Filipinas closer to your age, or at least not too far from your age, because most of them are caring, loving, and they will never leave you. Okay, compared to the young Filipinas. So I hope the young at hearts for foreigners can watch my video. But here in YouTube, millions and millions of YouTubers, bloggers, have have a channel already. So I'm so lucky if they cannot, if they can, if some foreigners or aged foreigners can watch my video. Yeah. So yeah, and so back to the topic. So once again, um, please stop calling the please stop calling the Filipinas who are already in more than 40 years old. Okay, especially if, yes, if your age is, older than them. Let's say 15 years and more than 15 years older than them. Okay? So show some respect, show some respect. Don't be rude. And don't be so proud, if you have a young Filipinas right now, don't be so proud. Don't be 100% sure that your Filipinas or young Filipinas will never leave you, will never find someone else. Don't be so sure of that. Okay? That's why, my advice, it's better to find a Filipinas closer than your age, because it's rare that you can find a Filipinas who are already in the right age, not so young than your age, um, like more than 30 years old, more than 40 years old. Most of Filipinas who are already in that age, they are very caring, loving, and they will never leave you, or they will not find someone else compared in the young Filipinas. Never think about your letter D. Okay? Never think always about your letter D. Or because you want to feel young if you have a young Filipinas or very young Filipinas. It's no problem if they are not using you. But what if they are just using you, pretending that they cares for you, pretending that they truly loves you? Unless you can read people's mind, people's action, the way they act, the way they speak, right? So if you don't have any of that, it's better to find a Filipinas who are not very far from your age, not too young compared in your age. Don't be a fool, don't be stupid. Blame yourself if ever the ending is to go in Rapi Tolpo in action. Okay? I hope it won't end into, going to Rapi Tolpo in action. Because you became a victim, so bad Filipinas, they're just using you, you give everything, and they left you, they leave you, they find someone else, or they found someone else, okay? Blame yourself because you are a fool, you are stupid, okay? So God puts brain in our head so that we can use carefully, okay? And being stupid or fool sometimes is a choice. Okay, sometimes it's a choice. That's why never ever let anyone to use you. It's better to stay single than to have someone who is just using you because of what you have. Because you give this, you give that to them. Okay? So I hope this kind of video, this kind of topic, it can help to those young at hearts foreigners. Okay? And once again, before I'm going to end the live stream, if you really want to have a good Filipinas, it's better to find in any provinces, in Negros Occidental provinces. Negros Occidental provinces, not Negros Oriental. Okay? In any Negros Occidental provinces like La Castillana, Magallanes, Isabela, Negros Occidental, what else? Wintervedra, any Negros Occidental. You can do a research in Google. Okay? And do a research also which places here in the Philippines that are, that so many, or there are foreigners who became victims. Okay? Like, I know number one is Manila. So many users, gold diggers in Manila. And here in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu City, and other parts in other cities who are speaking Bisaya. So many users, gold diggers. And I don't care if other people, other Visayas, other Visayan women gonna hate me because of this topic. Because you will never get hurt. You will never be hurt or get hurt, if you are not belong in bad Filipinas or bad Filipina. Right? The only Filipinas who will get hurt of this topic, of this video, are those Filipinas, who have, black heart. Bad Filipinas. Okay, unlike before, when the only communication of foreigners and Filipinas pen pal or sending letters each other. They're sending letters to each other. You can still find many or a lot of good Filipinas that time. But in this generation, because of high technology, because of the internet, you're so lucky if you can find a good Filipinas belong to 5 to 3% good Filipinas. Okay? And, wow. And, what else? I think I don't have, I have nothing to say already. I already said, anything. It's, don't give this, a negative, this is not a negative context or negative videos. I'm only helping through my own little way, especially to the foreigners, okay? So that you will not become a victims, of bad Filipinas here in the Philippines. You will never end going to Rapid Tulfo in Action TV5 because you became a victim of bad Filipinas. You give everything and then still your Filipinas just using you. They found someone else. They left you. You cannot buy true love here in the Philippines. Even in the whole world. Even anywhere. You cannot buy true love. Even millionaires, billionaires, they cannot buy true love. So always remember that. Even you'll give everything. If they didn't truly care for you, if they didn't really loves you, that's nothing. Okay? So always use your brain carefully. Don't be a fool, don't be stupid. Okay? Love relationship isn't about money only. If your Filipinos wants anything, she should invest or find a job. Okay? Teach her to become responsible, not to become lazy. Okay? So that's it. Thank you so much for visiting my live stream. Thank you so much for your support and also to my silent supporters. And she's Shangi Girl. And once again, guys, please support the channel of Shangi Girl and also Dave DH Trains. And if you have a YouTube channel also, please let me know or leave a comment in any of my videos so that I can support to your channel also, okay? And happy weekend, everyone. And I hope you can enjoy your weekend. And just be safe, guys. Take care always. God bless you all and your family. And see you again in my next live stream later, guys, or maybe tomorrow, okay? And okay. So thank you so much once again. And see you again later. Bye for now.